Hi everyone, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do a video for all signs, for everyone out there. And this is a what to expect for the rest of the year video. It will take us from September all the way through to the end of December. I did this video yesterday already. I did 5 videos yesterday actually. And I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's Mercury retrograde right now but my microphone wasn't on for all of the videos, every single one. And it's kind of funny because yesterday, for the first time, 2 starlings, black starlings, birds came into my porch, and one flew around and got out right away. It happened during the video. And then the second one got in and it couldn't get out, and I had to rip up my screen and allow it to get out, so it was like my protection, you know what I mean? So anyway, it's kind of funny that it took away my voice on my videos for the day. It's just sort of strange thing I wanted to share with you. Anyway, so also, before I get started, I just, so I've put the cards all out like they were yesterday, all the same cards, and I'm going to redo the reading for you. I can't tell you exactly what I said yesterday because I don't know. I can't hear myself, but I know my business. So the other thing I just wanted to touch base quickly about was someone wrote to me and was really frustrated because she said there's so many ads that your message gets lost. And I apologized and said I wasn't sure what I could do because the ads are the only way I get paid for these videos. And I'm going to be honest with you, with almost 20,000 subscribers, I only make about $1,000 a year. And that's my cut out of all the videos. That's all I get. So YouTube has recently offered me memberships to be able to offer memberships, which I really appreciate. And there was 3 levels, and they ranged from like $1.99 all the way up to $70 a month. Okay. And, I got thinking after this lady wrote me, and, that's especially after what we've all been through this year and everything, that's not exactly affordable for everyone. Even me, I don't think I could afford that. So I do approximately 25, 26 videos for each astrological sign. So for Sagittarius, I do, it's like 2 videos a month plus a couple extras. So I was thinking if each sign paid me $1 for each of those videos, so $25, $26, one time a year on their birthday, then I could put out ad-free videos, no ads on them. You'd actually be paying me more than I got paid from the advertisements by paying me $25 a year. So I thought it was a really fair deal for both sides, yourself and me. And I'd really love to know what you think about it. Comment below. Tell me your thoughts if you think we should go ahead with that, because it's a lot more fair deal than the membership idea, and it's for the whole year, So, and you only do it for your sign. You can watch all of the videos, but you only have to pay for the ones for your sign. So it's a sweet deal. Anyway, let me know what you think. So let's get to it. So anyway, first of all, when I was shuffling, the Magician jumped out. And, since this is for all of us, right? for these next 4 months. This magician is telling us how we are quite capable of getting things done, of getting what we want done, how we want it. You know, we can spin this any way we want, right? We have the tools, we have the knowledge, the experience, the integrity, because this is some of the things we want, right? Right? This is what we want. We want security. We want truth and integrity. We want action, you know, and we want compassion, kindness, peace. So anyway, this is saying that we are ready. We are equipped. We have the tools. We have the technology. We have the knowledge, everything we need to move forward. The only thing the magician is missing is instinct. Doesn't have instinct like the high priestess, right? Doesn't have that yet. He's not sure where to take this, you know, kind of knows what to do, but where, what direction, what should, you know. So the direction is still missing, and the instinct, right? That inner knowing. So in the past, or in the first month or so, we have the Nine of Rods. The Nine of Rods is standing your ground, and in a way that's what we've been doing for the past 6 months. We've been staying put, kind of felt like imprisoned in a way. And, you know, I refer to it not to be offensive to anyone out there that has served, but prisoners of a war of sorts, you know. We had to stay inside. We couldn't communicate, you know, we could email and phone call, but we couldn't see anyone face to face, you know. There was such a danger in it. And so we were quite isolated, you know. This is very isolated. And standing our ground also is about not being pushed around. You know, you've put a lot of work and a lot of energy into something, and you may not be quite ready to give up what you've worked for, what you've put in, you know. And here's that very thing. You want to reinvest, okay? You want to take what you have left and reinvest. And this is, you know, with your time and your energy, you want to work on something. And because you're thinking about the future, you're trying to prepare for the future, because we really don't know what to expect, right? We don't know if there's, you know, going to be shortages of food or export, or I don't know what, but you're trying to prepare yourself, and you're trying not to waste either, is what I'm thinking. Trying not to throw your money away or waste, you know, everything. Only use what you need and nothing more. You don't want to have to throw anything out that you didn't use, kind of thing, because it's all very valuable right now. And then we have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is about nostalgia, you know, thinking about the way it used to be, how wonderful it was. A lot of us in the world got to experience that when everything stood still, the earth stood still, you know, and it was like old-fashioned Sundays, when everything was closed and everything was quiet and still. And it was so nice, you know. It wasn't always progress. It was the day of rest. We don't get that day anymore, you know, here in North America anyway. We don't get that day. It's always going. And so this is really stopping to smell the roses, you know what I mean? And appreciate the little things in life, what we have, what we actually do value, that has no value. Do you know what I mean? Like the things we value that have no value. No, actually dollar amount. And that is just peace and rest and um simple simple ways, you know. Um then there is the death card. And the death card is a final ending. And it's a long road to, there is rebirth. You know, there's life that comes out of death, but it's been a long road, you know, and there's still ways to go till you reach that rebirth and what you want to rebirth, right? That's what the magician is asking here. This is what you're planting, hoping for, you know. And so something needs to end. Something is, could be even toxic, you know what I mean? But something needs to end. And then there is the 10. The 10 is the end, it's conclusion, but it's also feeling overwhelmed, you know, overburdened too. And feel like you don't have a way out, you know, you can't get out of this. He simply needs to turn around and he could see the door. But he's just so overwhelmed with everything, he can't face it, you know, literally. There definitely is a way out, even to climb out right there, but he can't move. So you may feel overburdened and so this pandemic, this situation we've been in this year may come to an end very soon. And then that's when all the reality sets in. It's like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do? And I got all this stuff, and I got all this work, and I got, oh, geez. And, but don't forget, you know, don't go back to that anxiety, fear-driven state of mind. Don't forget to stop and smell the roses here. It's not all about work and money. All right. Then in, I would say, like October, November, mid-November, and here comes Temperance. This is, some see it as the Sagittarius. Could represent Sagittarius people. Doesn't have to be. This is for all of us. This is balancing things out. Wanting to balance things out. And this could be in your family, in your home, in your neighborhood, in your community, in your country, in the world. You know, we need to be balanced out. There's a lot of corruption. There's a lot of people that have way too much, and there's a lot of people that have way too little, you know, and the imbalance is not right. I'm just saying that, you know, we should be taking, nobody should be starving. Nobody should be hurting. It all sounds perfect, I know, but it can be better. It can be more like that. But we have to be the ones that demand it, that ask for it. Anyway, this is getting things more balanced out in your life. This raises you up, this feeling, you know, this feeling of, you know, because if it's personally for you, it means that probably from this break, from this rest, you've actually have been leading a more balanced life. You've been going for walks and doing different things because you're not able to do this or that, the other thing, you know. So we've had to find alternatives, you know, and ways to make ourselves happy, and at the same time it was helping us balance things out. We forgot what we loved, you know, what we missed. what we wanted to, hey, I always wanted to finish that book or paint that boat or, whatever. And so that helped a lot of balancing out, okay? Especially emotionally. All that time alone, we had a chance to deal with our stuff too. And then we have the Lovers. And the Lovers is well, in some ways it's about a decision, making a decision. Okay? This is a big one too. And in other ways, the Lovers is about a vow, an oath. When you see this couple, they're in it for the long haul. They're it's solid. They can rely on each other. This is what you want. Someone you can rely on. Someone that's solid. Someone that that sees the beauty. You see the beauty in each other, and you have a blossoming love. It's beautiful. And there's loyalty. You see the dog? Loyalty. You both want the same thing. You both want the same thing. And I kind of like this line here. This line is all sunshine. It's all opening your mind, expanding your ideas and your heart, your spirit. It's really nice. So, yeah, so this may be part of how you're balancing things out in your life. You're looking for something solid now, something you can depend on, something you can rely on. This could be in relationship, again, your community, your country, your world. Someone that's in it for the long haul, that's loyal, strong, can lean on them, rely on them. They see the beauty, So, however this relates to you guys, the dead center of the reading is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is about leaving something behind that seems totally intact. If you look at this house, it's a nice house, and it looks warm and loving inside, looks happy, from the outside. But there's still something missing. It's not right. You're not happy. You need to leave that behind. Because you need all 10 cups. This just isn't good enough. It's like I said, there's something missing, even though it looks perfect. That's what you don't see in the shadows, right? Not that it's terrible or anything like that, but it's not is what is fulfilling for you. Do you know what I mean? The Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is about stashing away, having a hoard away. It's also about storing, like not necessarily stealing, it could be storing things away, saving up for a rainy day, like I said, with the Seven of Pentacles, preparing for the future, not wasting, right? Getting ready. Or someone or people might be, starting to chop their wood now for the winter, get the vegetables, start canning the vegetables and start preparing, right? It's fall. Get ready for the winter is coming. And I guess in the southern hemisphere, summer is coming. It's sort of the opposite, but it's still the same idea. We really don't know what to expect, what's going to happen. So it's, again, a time of not wasting, being frugal, putting things in storage, or saving up, saving your money, not spending it. And it's a time to husband money, they call it. Husband the money. Refrain from spending. And then there's the Five of Cups. Oops, can you see it there? There we go. Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a regret card. It feels like you've lost. You've done something and ruined everything. And it's kind of like you feel regret over past actions or words or something like that, okay? You also feel like, it's out of reach. A possibility of working this out is out of reach. However, it is not. It's much like the Ten of Rods, which is right under, I might add, and that there is absolutely a way out. It's fragmented. This can be reached, and also there's the doorway right there. Through the door is new growth. New buds are coming out. The light is shining. It's not raining, So, but you're so in this grieving state, in this perhaps depressed, thinking you've sabotaged the whole thing. You've screwed it up. But there's a way. There's a way to work this out, okay? It's not done. It ain't over. Okay? In the future, well, it's all in the future, but more like toward the end of the year, there's the King of Swords. This man is experienced and knowledgeable at strategy, at thinking strategically. Many moves ahead. If I do this, if I quit my job, or if I start there, will I be able to go back there, or should I stay here now and make a new start? It's all these moves I make, and if I make them, what could the effects be? What could be the ripples? And it's very much like a chess game. You not only have to think about your moves, but what others' moves will be in reaction to yours. So it's very strategic. It takes a long time to think this through, how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it, where you're going to do it, the plan, the master plan. You know what I mean? It probably took some time for you to come up with this, or for us, to come up with this. We kind of needed to go through this. This year is a 4. It's a pause. That's what 4s are. A pause to see if the foundation is strong, if the system, the machine, the relationship, the family is working effectively, effectively. And if it's not, then the 5, which is 2021, is the time to make the changes. The 4 is kind of the observing time, when you observe how things were handled, what the issues are, where a lot of the problems are, what's not working, basically, and make the changes, the adjustments in the 5. So, that makes me think of the King in December, starting to think about the strategy. Well, if I don't want to lose, the game. So I got to figure this out. And so figuring out the master plan for the future. Now, here is the Judgment. This is the aha. I know what we're going to do. This is a raise in spiritual growth, not just for the self, but for all, realizing what we all need. what you need, what your role and responsibility is. We all want the right, but not everyone wants the responsibility, and they go hand in hand. We all have a responsibility, all of us, every single one. And we have it to our parents, those before us, and to our children, those after us, and our family and our friends and our neighbors all around us. We are to be role models. We can't tell someone not to steal and then go steal, like borrow something, never take it back, or whatever. We're role models, right? We're being watched by all around. And we want integrity, so we need to role model that. But anyway, this is coming to the realization. This is coming out of the cave. You've been in there and talk about out of the cave. We finally get to come out of the cave now, from our constrictions. And we're new people. We've had a long time to think and observe and consider our options. And we realize we have them. We have options. Doesn't have to be like that. And anyway, so it's like a dawning moment. And it really is with the Judgment. It's one of the last cards in the tarot, and it's like you've learned everything you needed to learn in this time. And you're ready to act now. You're ready to come out of the cave and act. Take what you've learned and put it into action. Oops. So then we have the Knight of Pentacles. I'm just going to pause this for 1 sec while this vehicle goes by. All right. So the Knight of Pentacles. So, like I said, your family, your neighborhood, the nation, the world sees the path ahead and where we need to go, how we're going to get there, and the sunrise or the sun over there, right? And it's kind of like, all right, I can do that. I'm brave, but I want to be sensible, and I want to be careful. I want to take my time. I'm not going to be rushed. And since the sun's going down, I'll start first thing tomorrow. So the night is about action, taking action, but it's taking, it's slow, it's careful, it's sensible. It's not being, it's being responsible, doing it right, Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is realizing where we've come, how much we've been through, reflecting on that, right? Reflecting on, geez, look at all we've been through, what we were able to achieve, what we lost, and spiritually, like realizing who you are better, appreciating yourself, appreciating your life, taking stock too of what you really value, after you've been through all this, here you are sitting on solid ground, right? That you've accomplished a lot in many ways, Again, those fall leaves, and the sunshine. The sunshine suggests success in what you're trying to achieve. When it's with a pure heart and it's for the good of all, it's going to be successful. She has the warmth of the sun and the support of the sun behind her. But this is about believing in yourself. Believing in yourself. Like I said, reflecting on all that you've done, all that you've accomplished, what you've been through, and really believing in yourself. You're sitting on solid ground. You're confident now in what you can achieve, right? What you're able to do. And I think we realize it's time for a new perspective, a completely different look on the same situation. And sometimes it calls for sacrifice. You may have to sacrifice something you cherish for the greater good, so that you can see like this. You realize you're looking at it like this, but maybe you need to look at it like this. It's it could be an attitude you have, a belief, a behavior, maybe all of those. Anyway, like I said, it needs a new view. It's the other one is just not working. It needs fresh eyes or a completely new perspective, a new way to look at it, right? And it's part of the solution. And I think that you believe in yourself now enough to do that. It took a while. You had to go through some stuff here, and the death card up here, right? And here is this beautiful card of realization. It's gorgeous. There's a couple here, actually. So also, when I was shuffling the animal spirit cards from The Wild Unknown by Kim Krans, 4 cards jumped out. I was just hoping for 1, but 4 jumped out. And so I wanted to give them all to you, So the first one is the beaver, and the beaver is water. It's in the water alchemic symbol for water. And it says beaver, hard worker, loyal, tireless, family first. The beaver personality is a welcome sight. These good-natured and dependable creatures have infinite love and enthusiasm for family, and express it by way of the earth element, providing a home and financial stability. Although a beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, they'll work steadily for weeks, months, or years to see it through. So this is, and sometimes it says it's time for some karma, some selfless service. So doing something that you get nothing for, it feels good, to be helping or part of it, So I like that it says to work at something and see it through, okay? Then there's the whale. And the whale is about delving deeper, profound peace and ancient wisdom. Whale personalities are not afraid of emotional expression or traversing difficult terrain, as they have overcome many challenges in their lives. These experiences have enriched them, given them stability, strength, and a depth that is rare. Whale energy is usually linked to the feminine forces of compassion and communication. We can depend on whales when all else seems lost, and trust them to be the beacon in our darkest hour. And I see a bit of reflection going on here. They can reflect and see. I love that. All right, then there is the buffalo. Look at that, eh? Look at all that purple in there. So the buffalo is Earth, I do believe. Oops, went by it somehow. Went by it. Buffalo. There it is. Grounded, yet heavenly, practical, yet spiritual. The buffalo sees challenge, hardship, or a bump in the road as an opportunity for upliftment. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. Its gentle eyes look to the road ahead, trusting every turn. May we all experience this elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time, and may we allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. Wow. Powerful. And then the last one is the tarantula. Wait a minute. It's back here. Oh, I passed it somehow. Gazelle. Whoop. Wish they were alphabetical. It'd be so much easier. There we are. All right, look at this one. Look at all the lines and everything through it. All that red and yellow. And it is expanding. That yellow keeps expanding out, eh? At a crossroad, claiming life's purpose. The tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. It involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose or dharma. A habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream, yet a voice inside you keeps begging you to refocus your attention. In order to find true happiness, you must choose dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula hovers, patient and calm, like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. So, this card kind of reminds me of this card. It's calm, patient, choosing, trying to be smart and sensible, practical. Not rushing in there, and I really like that. Knowing that this is where he has to go, he wants to go, and he's going to go. He's looking forward to it. He's got I love that his armor is gold. It's so warm. It's not fighting colors at all. I'm here in peace, right? So, isn't that wonderful? Wow. The magician tells us that we have what we need to be successful, to go in any direction that we want to. We can conjure and manifest what we want. But that's the question. What do we want? There's some old wounds we need to heal here. There's nostalgia about the past. There's some of this past we want to keep, and some want to go forward. We're needing to balance things out and looking for stability, loyalty, growth, to see the beauty, being dissatisfied, and really realizing your value, your reflecting on everything we've been through and what have we learned, where are we going to go from here, because you're about to take a big step, about to take a huge step. We all are. And we do need a new perspective. You know, one of the things I was thinking about, and you know, in a lot of bigger countries, Canada, US, England, the Europe, I know there's a lot of countries in there. I'm kind of generalizing that way, but they're all big populations, you know, and then when there's an election, there's like 2 or 3 people to choose from. Meanwhile, there's at least, you know, 20 billion people or 20 million people or all kinds of people, and you have the choice between these 2 people, you know, and or these 3 people. And I think that's really strange. I think there should be a lot more choices. Sometimes you don't want either one of those people. They both represent similar things, you know. Um, Here in Canada, I think that we should have a representative from each province, maybe a representative from each party in each province, different kinds of people applying besides lawyers, you know. I think that they haven't been doing a fantastic job. You know, in some ways they've taken care of things, and in a lot of other ways they haven't. So I just think that there should be more choices that way. We shouldn't accept just 2 choices or 3 choices of people. We should say, no, we're not voting for any one of those. We have the power to do that. We have the power to do a lot of things, to say, no, we're not doing that, no, and just don't do it, you know. Don't feel like you have to fit into that mold that they're saying. We're making a mold and you'll all have to get into it. It's too bad. You can say, no, there's more of us than there is of them, you know, and we have a lot more power than we think we do together. So a lot to consider. Anyway, sorry to get so deep and political there with you. But anyway, I'd love to hear your comments on the video, what you think, how it relates to you. If you like this video, of course, press that like button, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. It's all free and it helps me a lot. And I really appreciate all of your support and watching my videos. I'm really happy that there's really nice energy between me and you. So thank you very much. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye now.